JT Smith for the TFON podcast here for season 3, episode 19. We got a special episode, NFL draft episode, and I got two people with me. Actually, Neil Meyer of the Front Office News, who brings a lot of content on a consistent basis. If you guys follow the Front Office News, you know Neil Meyer. And then we also got a former Bearcat, a guy that was holding down the trenches for the last 2 years, a guy that's preparing for the NFL draft, been very kind. I know Neil's interviewed him a couple of times. We got offensive lineman James Tunstall. How you doing today, James?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thank you guys for having me.
No
Yeah,
problem,
not a
man.
problem. Appreciate you for coming on.
Cool, man. So I'll ask just in general, man, like what's been up since your last game in, let's see, you played in January, right? Yep, January.
Late December,
Late
yeah.
December, late December.
December
So
17th. Yeah.
yep. So what's been up since then, man?
So obviously I'm gonna remember that date as my last college football game, and still hasn't really hit me. It hit me a little bit, but it hasn't still fully hit me yet.
Yeah.
But, ever since then, after that game, I probably had like a few days off. Then I started just training for pre-combine, pre-pro day kind of stuff. I went down to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I went to Bomarito's. I was training there. It was wonderful facility, wonderful place, great people. Loved all the relationships that I've made there and all the people I've met. I had a chance to train with some other guys who obviously I'm doing draft prep training and stuff. Got to train with guys from all over the country, which was a pretty unique experience. It was just straight football 24/7, and that's nothing better than what any of us could ask for, because it's obviously what we've been preparing our whole lives for. And to have a little taste of that, just it was quite the unique experience. Like I said, it was just it was a grind. It was a fun grind though. We went at it like 6 days a week, had Sundays off. A bunch of 40 work, position work, bench training, pretty much the whole 9 yards. And it just allowed you to kind of focus on football and strictly football, which if you're training and trying to secure a future for yourself is, couldn't really ask for anything better than that. And along with the weather too, probably didn't have a day under like 78 degrees the whole time I was down there. So
Oh man.
all around just a great experience. And I was really satisfied and happy with the results that I had on pro day. So I'm really thankful for the opportunity to go down and train down there at Bomarito's.
Yeah, so you mentioned your pro day stuff, James. Obviously, we were on the scene there and saw you really put up some very impressive numbers there. Just overall, what was that pro day like? And how did you feel? Obviously, you mentioned you were proud of your results, but how did you really feel after a pro day like that?
I felt really good. Obviously it was a day I prepared for about 3 months prior. And it was kind of pretty much how I expected it to be, and how everybody else was telling me it was going to be. It's going to be, just a bunch of scouts, and it's going to be real quiet. You'll have opportunity to really be in your own mind and just, flat out perform, put everything that you've been working for to the test. And I felt really good about it. I felt like I ran fast. I lifted well. I lost about 20 pounds, obviously from training and stuff, and got meal prep going and did a bunch of cardio work and 40 work. So I felt overall good physically and mentally going into pro day. So that kind of, in my opinion, was the reason I was able to test so well.
Yeah,
James,
so
man. Oh, go ahead, Neil. Sorry, go ahead.
so you mentioned you lost a little bit of weight there in the process. I mean, how has that been able to help you make this transition? Obviously, you're a guy who has that versatility on that offensive line. What have teams been able to tell you in this process now that you're kind of getting the training? What have you been hearing from teams as of late?
Pretty much that they've noticed transformation. This my last year, I probably played around 320, 325. Right now I'm about 305. So, not only they notice transformation, I've noticed myself, obviously. I feel better. I feel faster, more explosive, and that's pretty much all you can ask for, especially at this position. Just to feel fast, explosive, and feel like you can get out your stance real fast. That's something that I love the result of having. Another thing is just overall stress on the body has gone down. now that, obviously I'm a little bit lighter. So it's definitely been a huge positive for me, a huge plus. And and just the numbers from Pro Day Conduct can just, help attest to that just overall being in the best shape is just, best thing you can ask for.
What did teams have you at on your 4D? I know you were moving pretty quickly. I think I had you at like the 4.7 range. What did teams have you on? Were you in that range or?
I believe my official number was like a 514, something like that. And obviously I personally I wanted a 4.9, but it's it is what it is. A 5.1 is still pretty fast, and especially for a big guy. So I definitely will take it. I'm also happy that that's the last time I'll ever have to run a 40 in my life.
Ivan said the same thing too. After he was like, "Man, I'm so happy. Well, I don't got to train to run a 40 no more." Like,
yeah, I like to live life and make my money within 5 to 10 yards. All I mean, that's for the skill guy. That's for like Trey and Tyler. That's for them.
Nah, you were floating, man. I was wondering if anybody was saying if you're gonna put you at tight end after you were moving off.
I'll take a red zone package and I'll go up and get it. I gotta play tight end throughout the whole field.
He said no. All right. Y'all hear him? Y'all could put him in the red zone. Don't do anything else. Put him at tackle. All right. Cool. So just in general, man, like you had great, had a great 2 years, had great pro day. Just in general, you made a big jump because you were at Stony Brook, correct?
Yes, sir.
Before you came. So like to be able to bet on yourself and now you're in this position, what did it take you to be like, you know what? I was holding it down at Stony Brook. I'm going to go play at UC. Like what was your mindset making that move?
Well, unfortunately, some other life things kind of played a role into that. But personally, confidence-wise, I knew that I've always known that I could compete at a high level if just given an opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's something that I took with me personally. I just wanted an opportunity to be able to prove that I can compete at a high level against great competition. So that's something that helped propel me over to finalizing that decision. Like I said, other life aspects kind of play a role into it, but confidence wise, it's something I just knew I always can do. Like I said, just being able to have that opportunity and have that platform to be able to excel. So it was a crazy jump. Even to this day, I still think about it. It's like, wow, it's crazy. I went from playing at Stony Brook, FCS, 2019 to not having a season at all in 2020 because obviously of COVID, and in 2021, going undefeated and competing in the college football playoffs. So it's quite the mini journey within the bigger journey of it. So it's definitely something that I'll tell anybody who'll listen.
Yeah. So you obviously during your 2 years here, you had two different offensive line coaches. What was the biggest thing you were able to take away from those two coaches within that 2-year period?
The biggest thing I was able to take away from each coach was just overall experience and wisdom from each. I feel like that's something that I'm able to do well, is adapt and learn fast. In college, I'll probably say I had about 4 to 5 different offensive line coaches. So it's not like it was exactly new to me. Plus, Coach Cummins initially recruited me to UConn out of high school, so it was kind of easy. It was kind of an easy transition because I'd already known him and already had a relationship with them. So just being able to take the wisdom and experience and all the technique and fundamentals I can from each coach, because offensive line play is not one dimensional. Every coach has a different style of teaching, so it's always important to be able to soak up knowledge from anybody you can. So I will say it was a blessing to have two guys, two coaches who've been doing it for years and have so much to offer to the game, and so much to offer to young minds and young careers such as myself.
The 2021 season, especially your first season, you go to the college football playoff. Like even though you lost, the team lost, of course, but just that ride, man, like How was that? How special was that for you and then other players, of course, but just you? You come from Stony Brook, not playing, and then you go to the college football playoff in your first year. Like, was it times in that season where you were pinching yourself, maybe not telling anybody else, like, dang, I bet on myself, and boom, I'm on the biggest stage that college football has to offer at the end of the season.
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes even when you do better yourself, not everything always works out immediately. I still had to compete for the spot. I didn't
Yeah.
necessarily get it right away. But at the end of the day, I just kept competing. I kept doing what I was supposed to do, kept learning the playbook, kept developing relationships with guys on and off the field, just doing what I was supposed to do. And it definitely was something that I did for my family, not only for myself, but for my family, because unfortunately I lost my older brother in 2020. So that was just to be able to have that low in life and to then to be able to have the high in life was really just meaningful, not only for myself, but like I said, for my family too. It was just something that we were all able to come together for and just have something positive going on in life. So that's something that I will hold dear to my heart because I seen firsthand how it positively effective positively affected me and my family. So
Sorry to hear about the loss of your brother too, James.
Yeah, man. Sorry to hear about that.
thank you, I
You know
appreciate it.
that. No problem, man. So, Neil, you go on with the next one?
Yeah, I'll go
All
with
right.
the next one. So obviously, during that 2021 2022 season, over your 2 years, what's been some of your favorite memories that have kind of really stood out from Cincinnati? Obviously, JT kind of hit on the playoff run, but a lot of people don't know this team has had a lot of great memories in recent years. But what were some of your favorite memories during your 2 year stint as a Bearcat?
Well, I'll probably say first favorite memory was running out the tunnel for the first time against Miami, Ohio, that 2021 year. It was my first sellout crowd. It was just it was loud. That's all I can say. Nip was absolutely rocking, especially after that first touchdown that Dez threw to Scott. So that has to be one of my top memories being a UC Bearcat. Second, I'd probably say was the game against Indiana. It was one of those dogfight kind of games. It was like 100 or something degrees. It was so hot. The crowd was just they were letting us have it, especially the students that were sitting behind us in the stands. They were throwing everything they could at us,
Mhm.
obviously. And it was just one of those things where throughout all that adversity that was going on, we still came out on top. And you really can't ask nothing more, from a team, especially a team full of so many talented guys, and guys were older at the time too. So we just had that camaraderie, that experience, and that leadership to just get the job done. And obviously, that I feel like that game was kind of like the official start of my UC career. So that is one I'll hold dear to my heart. And then I probably say for the 21-year three would go to Notre Dame, just to be able to go into that kind of a hostile environment again for the second week in a row, and to be able to pull it off against an extremely talented team like Notre Dame, top 10 team. It was just it was kind of one of those dream-like games where you just kind of black out during the whole thing because it's just like you're on autopilot mode because it's just so much going on. I remember that week I had friends and family reach out and wish me luck, all that kind of stuff, saying, "Oh, we'll be watching. Good luck to you guys." And it was just one of those games where you kind of just wanted to have that tunnel vision. And then all I can remember is just that last drive. I remember we were driving down the field. We had like 5 minutes left. It was like 17-13, and then Dez pretty much walks it in for the touchdown and kind of like seal the game up a little bit. That's just one of those memories that are just sketched into my brain, into my mind. So, probably for that 21 year, I'll probably say those are my top three memories.
Now, go ahead.
I was gonna say, the championship games honorable mention, but it's just those three kind of happened first, so I kind of just organized it that way.
Now, you mentioned the Notre Dame game. I just need to know what. So we spoke to Dez like a couple days before the Notre Dame game, and he gave us the quote. I hope it's not too loud. It's not going to be loud for long in there once we get going. What was the message there between the offensive line and Dez after the ball started moving downfield? Was he kind of sitting there talking a little bit of talk? Was like, I told him it wasn't going to get loud, or how was those conversations like?
They well, in the process of a game, there's like there's just communication, obviously communicating plays and stuff like that. There's not really a bunch of what I mean, like locker room talk, like we were talking locker room. But I do remember just an instance we were like, yeah, we're here. We're here to win this game. We're not here to play around. We go down here and execute. And it was just just one of those things because Dez is just a terrific leader, and he kind of kept us not that we were all over the place, but he just kind of kept us all a cohesive group and just oiled up and moving around. So it was just one of those business trip kind of ideas. So that's pretty much how he was for that game. But obviously, until after when we won, it was like we had a little mini party in the locker room.
Cool, man. So the memories of UC, high school, man. Like, was there any other sport that could have took OT James away from football? Was it like you're an athletic guy, man. You look like if you pick up a ball, like you're probably pretty solid with something, like whatever ball you pick up. Was there anything else that you kind of was like, you know what, I might do some hoops, I might play some baseball, or was it always football was your main thing?
I grew up playing basketball for the most part. I probably come from a basketball family. My dad played in high school. Both my sisters played in high school. My older sister Destiny played in college. So we got more of a basketball background, and I did want to play basketball, I will admit, but I was like 6'3", right, like in my 10th grade year, which is like technically my last year playing basketball, and I played center, so it's like can't really go to college at center at 6'3", so it's like all right, let me kind of like try to figure out what other sports I could probably play and exceed at. So around that time was when I really started getting into football. But I will say basketball is probably my first love. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what's up. Nah, I could tell. I could tell how you move, man. Like most tackles normally can hoop a little bit. Like it's just how it goes. So like when y'all did you play anybody on the team? Any one-on-ones? Anybody that you gave some buckets to when they was talking a little crazy?
I didn't get a chance to. I definitely did, but I unfortunately I didn't get a chance to. Definitely will have though.
Okay. Okay. So we know who to call.
If you ever get a chance to talk to Darren, he'll tell you though. When we were both at UConn together, though, we did run the rec center quite a bit. We had our own 5 too. So
okay, we'll have to ask him about that for sure. For sure. So we know who to call if we need a fifth guy in the paint.
Oh yeah, call me.
All right, bet. So yeah, man.
Down here.
You be Shaq? All right, bet. Definitely need a Shaq.
But I can shoot a little bit too, so I'll probably be more of a
picking and popping.
Yeah, or a boogie.
All right. Okay. Pre-injury boogie. All right,
yeah,
bet. Yeah, he was nice, man. People will slip on Boogie, man.
I'm telling you, I agree with him. I still think he'll be a top 5 center in the league if he were able to come back now.
For sure, I think so too. Because like his game isn't based off athleticism. Like he's just skill, and it's just like now he's more like a joker, probably because he can't jump like he could before. Tearing up his Achilles and knee. I felt bad for him because he had just the worst timing on that. But we'll be talking about that for another 15 minutes if we keep going. But but cool.
Yeah. So James, my next question for you is, as you go through this process, have you been able to kind of rely on some of the guys? Obviously, we talked about Des a little bit, Alec Pierce, some of the guys from that 2021 team, and what kind of advice were they able to give you as you go through this process of the NFL draft?
I've talked to guys like Jerome, obviously Dez, Majay. They all pretty much have similar advice. Just keep working, just keep grinding. I mean, most of your resume is your film / tape, and that pretty much does most of the speaking for you. But other than that, they said just control what you can control. Make sure you take advantage of every opportunity that you have with a team, whether that be a private workout, a visit, anything of that nature, and just make sure you're prepared for any opportunity. That's standing, like I said, that's just staying in shape for workout, or if that's being mentally sharp for an interview. If you want to, if they want to talk ball with you, they want to just get background on you and know about you, stuff like that. So that's pretty much the advice that they gave me.
So obviously we talked the advice. Now that the NFL draft is about 2 weeks away, what's your plans? Are you going to be here in Cincinnati, or do you got anything lined up for special plans as the draft heads on, or what's going to be that little draft party like for you?
I'll probably just be home in Maryland, with close family, close friends, Max. I probably won't have anything like a party or anything, but just be around family and friends, guys and people who've been with me throughout this journey. Just be with them and have a chance to celebrate the end of one chapter and the beginning of another.
Awesome. I'll throw it to JT then.
All right, cool, man. So no big plans. And then just in general, all right, so we asked you all football questions. I'll finish this one off. I don't know if Neil has another question. But James, what do you do in your free time when you're not training, when you're not, working on certain things, not studying? Like, what does James do to unwind or just disconnect to recharge to be able to do this? Everybody knows this is a real grind. You have to live, sleep, eat football. But in general, when you want to just let your hair down, are you like a TV guy, or are you a person that likes to go on a walk or whatever, like video game guy? Like what's your disconnect from football?
Well, first I'll probably say I probably would just take my dogs. I'm a huge dog guy. I two. Actually, one of my dogs just turned 1 on the 15th. I got a golden doodle and a silver lab. So I spend a bunch of time with them. I take them pretty much anywhere with me. I got them both like ESA letters and stuff. So if they'll take them anywhere, I just take them with me. I'll do that, or I'll just go catch a movie, even if it's by myself. I love going to watch movies and stuff. I done already seen a new Mario movie. I've seen the latest Scream, Creed 3, 65. I've seen all those just by myself because it's kind of like a slower part of the process right now. So I have a little bit more time than what I had in college. So I just use that time to just maintain and just have like mental days where I'm just relaxed and not worried about too much or what's going on, anything like that. Or I do play video games too. Like I'm a Warzone guy, so
okay.
I'll be on Warzone.
I'm trash at Warzone. I'm trash. My son's legit though. My son's legit.
You mentioned Warzone. I gotta know, we had Joel on. When we had him on, he gave us like a 15-minute lecture of how he just loves some Warzone action. We got to know the answer now. Like, who's the better one? Is it going to be you, or can Joel really run it up like he says he can on the video games?
Well, I'm a competitor, so I'm gonna say me all day. But I will say I like Warzone 1 better than Warzone 2. So if it's Warzone 1, I got me hands down all day. But the slightest chance that he likes Warzone 2 more than Warzone 1, then he might have Warzone 2. I give it to him.
That's fair. That's fair. Cool, man. Neil, do you have any more for James?
Yeah, man. So my final question for you is, obviously you're only here 2 years and there were 2 big years for you. Just what's been your message to the Bearcats fans, obviously, for everything they've done over the season? Just what's a little quick message for the Bearcats fans for you?
Thank you. Really can't express that thank you enough. I mean, it's tremendous fan base. They've accepted me since day one, since I posted on social media that I was transferring there. They've accepted me, make me feel welcome, make me feel like family. That's pretty much all you can ask for out of a fan base. And they huge support throughout those 2 years, especially that college ball playoff year. I just seen so much interaction along the fan base and the community. It was truly special, unique. So I'm just very thankful for the Bearcat community, and always forever go Bearcats.
Man. Awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate you taking the time, James. This was a blast. So glad we could really set this up. So we just want to say thank you for coming on, and we look forward to hearing your name called here within the next few weeks.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much again for having me. I really appreciate it.
No problem, man. We're rooting for you, man. No matter how it shakes out, definitely got some 2 fans here. Always gonna cheer on for you, man. So just keep doing what you do. Be positive. Keep grinding, man. It's gonna work out, and just keep take one step ahead every time you can, man. So,
amen, brother. Amen. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Not a problem. Thank you, James.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna stop this.